Let them speak. Review patterns 1 to 37. Please repeat or answer. Have these shoes been worn before? Have you got any good tennis shoes? How about ones like these? Don't you wish you had a pair like these? Would you be willing to wear these if I bought new ones for you? Do they look like they're too old to wear? Are they something that your parents would wear? How much do you usually end up paying to buy tennis shoes? Do you find tennis shoes more comfortable to wear than your regular shoes? Did your mother tell you that she doesn't want you to wear shoes like this when you go to church? Isn't it all right to wear them whenever you go play with your friends? What about when you have to go to work? Do the tennis shoes that you like to wear cost more than the ones you see in this photo? Is this what you would buy if you had to get new shoes? Wouldn't you rather get better ones than these? What would happen if the shoelaces broke while you were wearing these? Where is it that you generally go buy shoes like this? Weren't these shoes worn more at the time your parents were growing up? Do you ask your friends what they think before deciding to buy shoes? Once your shoes begin to get holes in them, do you stop wearing them? It doesn't matter if they get holes or not in the material. I enjoy wearing tennis shoes. Do you see people skateboarding wear these kinds of shoes? Do you know if there are any famous basketball stars that wear these shoes? Does she ever have a lot of dogs? How many dogs do you see her taking for a walk? Is that how she tends to make her extra money? Would you pay someone to walk the dog you have? What is it that you think that she's carrying in her backpack? She's afraid that some of the dogs she's walking might run away, so she tied them all together. What would happen if one of them got away? Did she tell you that she's good at walking a lot of dogs at one time? Would she be able to go walk these dogs even if it began snowing hard? Did she say she finds it easier to walk the dogs in the summer? If you walked dogs, how much would you charge to do it once a day for a month? Do most of her customers need her to walk the dogs a few times every day? What happens if it rains? Is it okay if you just let the dogs stay home by themselves all day? Should she have had more people helping her to do this? What would you do if you saw her and the dogs walking toward you? Would you wind up crossing to the other side of the street? Doesn't she have anywhere else to go walk the dogs? Do the dogs enjoy getting treats while they're out walking? Were they all fed right before she went to pick them up? Would you be shocked if you found out they were all her dogs? Would you have been able to do what she does? Did she tell you that she begins taking the dogs out to walk at 10:30 every morning? What happens if the dogs begin fighting with other dogs that happen to be walking towards them? If she were to lose one of the dogs, what would the owners do? Does he enjoy reading the paper right after eating breakfast in the morning? Is the paper delivered to his home before 6:15 every morning? Does he need to wear the glasses he has on so that he can read? What would happen if he didn't have his glasses? Did you ask him what it is he likes reading first after sitting down to read the paper? Is the Sunday paper the paper he looks forward to reading the most? Does he use the pen he has in his shirt pocket to do puzzles in the paper? Did he tell you that he's good at doing those puzzles? The reason he likes sitting here is that it is quiet and no one usually bothers him. How long did he say it usually takes him to go through the paper? If you were going to read the news, would you read it in the paper or go on the internet? Is what he's doing what you also have fun doing every morning? What would he do if just when he began reading the paper, someone came up and wanted to talk to him? Is there anyone near where he just began going through the paper? Did he tell you that he is there to have peace and quiet and be by himself? Is the place he sat at big enough to spread out the whole paper? I bet that he doesn't like other people to disturb him while he's reading the paper. All he wants is that everyone doesn't bother him. Do they all seem to be enjoying eating their ice cream? Can you tell who it is that paid for the ice cream? Who is it that looks like is going to finish eating the ice cream first? If she paid more than $3 to buy each of those ice cream cones, would that have been too much? Do you see anyone selling ice cream near where they're sitting? Do you have as much fun as them eating ice cream? After they finish eating the ice cream, are they just going to keep sitting there for a while? Does it look like the boy on the right is going to fall off of the bench? They're enjoying eating the ice cream so much that they don't have time to talk to each other. If they felt really hungry, would they decide to get another ice cream cone? What is it that the boy holding the paper plans on doing with it? Did the father tell you that by the time they finish eating the first one, that they'll probably want to go get another one to eat? Shouldn't they have asked to get some napkins at the time they first bought the ice cream? What if they get some of the ice cream on their shirts? Would his wife had gotten mad if she saw that her husband got some on his shirt? Did he say that he doesn't care if he gets some of the ice cream on his shirt? Did he say that all he'll do is just wipe it off? Can you tell which one of them began eating the ice cream last? Did they stop talking to each other once they began to eat the ice cream? What else did they say they happened to eat the last time they went out together? Where did you wind up going the last time you went out to buy ice cream? Are they ever excited? Their team just must have won the game. Once they saw their team win, did they begin screaming? I imagine that they're really going to party now. What would have happened if their team had lost? Do you wish you had seen the same game they saw? What sport do you have the most fun watching? Is it something that you can watch on TV now? Have you ever been to a live game? Isn't it worth seeing a game live instead of watching it on the TV? Is it ever exciting to see it live? Once the game has finished, will the girls you see in the photo plan to go party with their friends? Would you be interested in going out to party with them? Had they asked you to buy them drinks, what would you have done? Don't they look too young to go out drinking? They are so young, bars don't let them order things like beer. The people working at the bar wouldn't mean to make them angry, but those are the rules. If they were try to order drinks, if they were to try to order drinks, would they tell them they could just order soda? What else would they let them order? Do you see anyone smoking in the picture? Does it seem like the water looks too deep to jump in and swim? Do you see anyone else besides the two girls sitting there? There's no point going swimming right where they're at. If they went swimming there, would there be a chance that a boat might hit them? Is it easy to steer those sailboats? Don't you wish you owned one of the boats that you see there? I bet that one of their parents owns one of the boats that are in the water there. Did they say that they were invited there by one of their friends? Who all did their friend have come to take a ride in the boat? Are they looking at the boat they're going to get into? Their friends' parents must have a lot of money. Do you ever get nervous as you're riding in a boat on the ocean? Even though there is no point worrying, all I do is worry about the boat sinking. Could you go where they're at, even if you didn't have a lot of money, just to look around? It doesn't matter if you don't own a boat. Anyone can go there. Are those kids going to wait there until the boat is ready to go? Have you figured out which boat they're thinking of getting on? Is that where you've been to go sailing? How long would it take for you to get there from your house? Once winter comes, has everyone got to take their boats out of the water? Do you have any idea whether the water freezes there during the winter? Doesn't it look like that the lady standing there is lost? She must be trying to figure out where she is. Are you willing to try and help her? Is anyone else going to try and help her? Are the men sitting behind her able to help her? How long ago did the guys you see in the picture behind her live? Would you look good in long hair like those guys? Do they seem to be having fun being together? Have you ever worn a hat like the ones they have on? How do you like the jacket that the woman has on? Is that what she wore the last time she came here to meet her friend? Is it something that you would look good in? Did she tell you that she has been waiting for someone she knows? Has she got any idea where her friend is now? Is this where she wanted her friend to meet her? What will happen if her friend decides not to come? Would she be able to contact her friend by phone if her friend didn't manage to get there? Did she tell you that she hopes to see her friend coming soon? I wonder if it will be her new boyfriend. How can you tell this is a place that sells fruit juices? Are fresh juices made there? Are they all there to get some fresh juice drinks? Do the juices they make here ever taste great? Does the dog seem to be interested in getting anything to drink? Is the dog waiting patiently as they place orders for what they want to drink? If someone the dog doesn't know started to come near, would it begin barking? How many different kinds of fruits do you see hanging in front of the store? Do you enjoy drinking freshly squeezed orange juice? How about apple juice? What would be the most expensive fruit drink to make? Do places like the one you see here tend to be expensive? Do the people that work there let you see them making the juices? Are they paid well? If they charged $7.50 for a glass of juice, would you be shocked? Do they make you pick out the fruits in front of the store to give to them to make the juices? Did they say that it's okay to mix a couple of different fruits to make one drink? Did you ask the people working here if they go get juices here on their days off? Would you have trouble finding a place like the one you see here where you live? If you had a lot of money, would you try to make a fruit juice stand like this? What do you think happens when it gets really cold there? I suspect that they decide to close the store during the winter. Would it be a good idea if they sold fresh, frozen fruit juices during the winter? Is this something that you would have difficulty playing? Do you think that anyone is listening to him playing? Have you got to have big hands in order to play this? Does it sound like he's good at playing this? He is so good that people keep asking him to play more songs all the time. He doesn't care if he feels tired. He keeps playing for his friends. Does he even go teach kids at school to play this? Did you ask him how long it's been since he first began learning this? There is no point trying to play this if you're too small to hold it. Is this what you wished you knew how to play? Would you impress your friends if you could play this? Do you know anyone famous who plays the accordion? Do each of the buttons he pushes make a completely different sound? What song would you want him to play for you? What is he telling her to do? Does he want her to sit farther away from him? Is she willing to do what he tells her to do? Who usually tends to tell you what to do the most? Did you ask him if he sits there often? Doesn't it look like he's even trying to push her away? I bet that she is his sister. How many minutes had he been sitting there before she came? When you were growing up, did your brothers and sisters used to tell you what to do? What would happen if the chairs began sinking into the bottom of the lake? What would their parents do if they found out that they were sitting out there like that? How come they just don't swim there instead of sitting in the chairs? Did their parents tell them to be sure to bring back the chairs once they decide to come out of the water? They must be twins. Are their coats ever wild? They must not care if people see them wearing those coats together. They don't care what people think. Would you ever buy one of those coats they're wearing for your mother to wear? I imagine that they bought them both at the same store. Did they tell you how much they paid to get them? Is where they sell them near there? Don't the handbags they have look the same? If you were to see your mother wearing one of those coats, what would you do? If they asked you to tell them how they looked, would you lie and tell them they look great? Which one of them appears to be the most shocked? If you were there, would you have been frightened or amused by the bear? Do you think they would be willing to go and swim with the bear? How long do you think the bear can stay underwater? Could you hold your breath longer than the bear? Do you wish you had been there so that you could have seen this? Where else would you be able to see a bear like the one you see here? If you saw one coming at you, would you start screaming and running? If that happened, you might as well just begin saying your prayers. It wouldn't make any difference how fast you ran. It would catch you. If you jumped into the water with the bear, would you swim faster?